What's up guys, Wild and Customs here, and today we're going to take a look at this Nerf crossbow from the Zombie Strike series, which is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead. Take a look at the back of the box. It's pretty nice. It has a check out the free Nerf zombie app at nerf.com. I'm not really sure if anyone has done that, but it looks still pretty cool overall, so let's open them up. Alright guys, so here is the crossbow out of the box, and it looks pretty cool. If you just want to don't mind the color and look at the gun itself and how it's constructed and built, it is pretty nice looking. I like the handle over here in the bottom. The front looks awesome. I like the crossbow in the front over here. The color is what it is because of the whole theme. It could use a little bit of adjustment maybe. And boom, here we go. Here is the new looking crossbow after I customized it. First off, I want to say this is actually my first time ever repainting and doing a Nerf gun. So, you know, I had some trials here and there, some things I learned that I didn't realize until I did it. But it was a fun experience. I had a fun doing it, and I'm pretty happy how it came out overall. But first off, I want to say also, my whole inspiration of this whole crossbow is from Walking Dead of Darrow's. He has a pretty cool looking crossbow. I saw this when this came out. I just had to get it, and I wanted to repaint it. But first thing too, I want to say is that, you know, I wanted to make it very authentic to myself. Not just something you're going to repaint and like you see in the store or something like that. Not like a stock crossbow. You know, the whole point is that you see Darrow's crossbow on The Walking Dead. It's kind of beat up. It's kind of been through hell, obviously, but it's his. And I wanted to do that with mine also. So, you know, stuff like putting tape on the handle to make it a better grip. Putting tape over here because I'm going to hold it more. Also over here, so I'm going to hold it more like that. And just small things like that, just to make it more authentic to myself and to my own liking, basically. But getting back to the crossbow, it is a pretty cool looking crossbow. It's a pretty cool Nerf gun overall. I definitely had I do actually have a lot of fun with it. It's pretty fun. This whole string right here is pretty much a gimmick. You don't really even need it to shoot the gun. It just ties in. All the power comes from over here, and the spring is basically over here. But that being said, it still is a really fun Nerf gun. I enjoy shooting my girlfriend a lot with it. She hates it, but what you're gonna do? Getting into the customizing part of it, the whole gun itself is a flat black color, and the bow part in the front, I did a glossy black to try to distinguish the difference, and I think it came out pretty well. The contrast really does make it look a lot better, I feel like. Leaving the green darts in, obviously, because it makes it look like a toy if it has to be. But watching the last episode of Walking Dead, I realized that Darrow himself actually has green arrows. The whole feathers at the end are green, so you know what? If he has green arrows, I'm happy with mine then. Now getting to the gun is pretty cool. So what you do is you're going to cock this back. It's pretty fun. Sometimes you might have trouble. 2 darts might shoot out on the top over here because the spring is right here, and the way it works is that it's connected to a chamber of all 4 of the darts. So it's supposed to be like 1 at a time, but sometimes you might get these 2 shooting at the same time, just like that. It's a pretty strong dart too, a pretty strong gun, I have to admit. But from my experience, what I found out is that this chamber specifically right here, this one right here, is the strongest and the most accurate. I don't know how that works out because the spring is right here and actually is in line with this one, but for some odd reason I found out and realized that this one is probably the best one to go through to use, just my opinion though. Other than that, it still is a fun looking crossbow. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun with it. I like how it turned out, my paint job. For one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this mounted on the wall, so it looks pretty cool. Getting into the customizing also, one thing I did not take into factor is the paint job it had. There's a big N over here, or a Z, whatever you want to call it. It could be a Z actually, but I thought it was just painted on. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think about sanding it down. But when I started painting over it, spray painting over it, you know, I didn't realize there's a huge raise in there. You learn your lessons, you move on. Hopefully next time I do this, I'll take that into consideration and sand it down. But other than that, like I said, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. I mean, just looking at it from far away, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. So basically I just want to show you how this looks like. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a nice thumbs up. Leave a comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want, just pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.